What's cracking, fools? Flyboy Inc. here, and here on another episode of American Stepchild at the Food News Network Street Post Podcast Exclusive Studios. And today's none other than my very good friend, special guest, Salsa Plug, also known as Nacho Flores, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ignacio Flores, Nacho for everybody that knows, right? Mexicans.
Mr. Salsa Plug.
Yep, the Salsa Plug.
That's right. So we're gonna get into the story of the Salsa Plug, but first of all, we want to say a big shout out to Killer Kush. You guys already know how we get down with our sponsors, homie. And Killer Kush has been out there here representing with Food News Network and American Stepchild Podcast since day one. And we have other sponsors like Vinyl Bandits, and we have Hadar Extracts, and we have who else? We have Bobby G, Hookups Detailing. We have 323 Expressions. We have AP Construction. Shout out to them, guys. These are all sponsors who believe in the movement of American Stepchild. And today, on behalf of our sponsors, my friend, Mr. Salsa Plug, want to welcome you to the show, homie. Can we get an applause, baby, Bobby G?
I want to say thank you to all the sponsors, and a big thank you to Flyboy himself for having us.
Thank you.
Shout out to my boy.
Thank you for making the drive, homie. How was your drive?
Dude, it was a beautiful drive early in the morning.
What time
you
did you get up?
I woke up right before 8 o'clock, jumped in the shower, got ready, and I was probably on the street like at 8:30. At 8:30, hit the freeway, hit the 60, Montebello. Shout out to my city, my hometown in Montebello.
You from Montebello? Fool?
Yes, not from the hood, but you know what I mean? Shout out to the hometown out there, Montebello, you already know.
That's right. Shout out to the fools from Montebello, homie.
Yeah. So we took the drive, jumped on that 60, came down here.
Have you ever been out here to Paris?
Yeah. I got a carnal that lives out in Mobile.
Yeah, okay.
Right up there.
All right.
But we hit the 60 and get off on that first exit. What is it? Something with the A, I think. Right there by the mall or whatever it is.
In Mobile.
Right off the
Frederick.
215 and Andale, Frederick, Simon.
Day Street.
On Fredericks. So once I hit the 215 down, dude, what's up with that freeway though?
The 215?
Is it right? The 215?
Welcome to the IE, fool.
Damn, like
Well, look it. Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Well, go ahead.
The mayor or the fuck whoever's out here, por favor, like pave the freeway. Pave it, por favor.
Well, look, what you get out here, you gotta give up one for the other. In LA, what you get in congestion, out here might get wider freeways, but they're busted up. So walking to the IE,
dude. I'm over here like.
The fools from the IE don't care. They be burning out anywhere. You seen the videos, homie? They're out there slashing out these freeways, homie. So
Nah, but shout out to everybody out here. También in the IE. Shout out to everybody. I got a bunch of people out here. Shout out to everybody. You know,
Mad
much
love, homie.
Yeah, much love, much respect.
I'm from LA. I'm from Pomona, but a lot of people think that IE is Pomona.
Yeah, that was my question. Is Pomona the borderline or LA or IE? Which one is it?
We're the county line. We're the county line city, right? So Pomona back in the days used to be 714, just like IE, the area code.
Okay,
and then it turned to 909 along with all of them. The thing is that it goes from Covina to Kellogg Hill. This way is 909, but Pomona is still Los Angeles County. It ends with us.
It's the last city in
We're the last
LA.
city in Los Angeles County.
All right.
So that's how people confuse that Kellogg Hill. Anyhow, you're from Montebello, man. What's up, homie?
Yes, sir.
Plug.
Yeah. So born and raised Montebello, right? Well, General Hospital. There's a bunch of General Hospital babies out
That's
there.
where you were born at?
Yes, sir.
I was born there too.
There it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So your jefita moved to Montebello?
Yeah, well, my jefita, they came from Mexico. Both of my jefitos, you know, straight Mexican. My jefitos from Michoacan and my jefitas from Jalisco. They met over here, and they had us. I mean, I'm the first one.
Brothers and sisters?
It's 4 of us. Technically, it would have been 5.
Yeah.
I would have had an older brother, but he passed away like at a year or something, so small. His name was Ignacio.
Really?
Yeah.
So they renamed you?
So they renamed, they used
You're
the name
clone.
again. See, however it was, you know.
He was you and you was him.
They had me a few, like
Till
a
with
year
the
or
tilted
something.
brim, like Snoop Dogg.
A year or something after, and my name's Ignacio. My jefito's name is Ignacio.
Okay.
So I'm like the third,
The
third or
third.
fourth.
Ignacio
Yeah,
Flores the third.
yeah. And then my son's Ignacio too.
What a trip.
Yeah, I'm like, we got to
The
keep the.
fourth.
Yeah, we got
And
to.
your son has a son.
No, so that's my oldest son. That's my oldest son. That's
Oh.
Joseph. Yeah,
I
his.
know your son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He introduced me to his son.
Yeah.
The night I got beat down, I woke up and I remember, backstory. The night I got jumped by like 10 fools. You were there, right?
Yes.
This fool was there.
Yup.
And then the night after the beat down, I woke up and I couldn't move. And I woke up and your son he slept in the living room with me to watch me. And I woke up and I was like, help. Help. I couldn't fucking talk. And I was like trying to get his attention. But yeah, your son, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
your son. You got a good boy there.
Yeah, yeah.
You did a good job.
thank God. Yeah. I mean, we tried, and you know what I mean. More than anything, we learn because my parents were both Mexican, right? Straight, how they say it, paisas, straight paisas, straight out, I mean, just from over there. They had Michoacan and Jalisco,
Okay.
right? So they had us over here, and for them to raise a kid over here is totally different, bro. It's like totally different. I mean, straight out, I would say I was the black sheep of the family. But for them to have a kid and raise them on this side there's a whole, how would you say it? A whole pocket of people like me, that their jefitos are straight Mexican. We were born over here.
So your siblings were born over there?
No. We were all born here.
You were all born here?
Yeah, we're all born over here, Montebello, General Hospital and shit. Some of my carnales at Beverly Hospital, City of Montebello.
I've been to this fool's house. This fool is right in the hood. He lives like about 2 blocks from his mom's house where he grew up at.
Yeah.
Typical, like your mom lives in the back, like a back house of, I don't know what the front house is, a business? Is
No,
it a
that's
business
the front house. Fool. That's the front house.
That's
We
her
parked
house
in the
front?
back. Yeah.
Then there's
Where
another
we
back
went.
house. The house looks bad. You got a mom's has a beautiful house.
So right there, all that area is where my jefito works at. My
Yeah.
jefito's already retired. He's chilling and shit.
Yeah.
But all that fucking lot belongs to where my jefito works at. Dude, my jefito.
Your dad lives where he works? Or the owners own
of the land. Let's
of the
say.
land.
You know what I mean? They built houses right there.
Wow, what a blessing that they bless your parents like that all of your life and still to this day.
Yeah, still to the day. So now my jefitos ain't there, it's just my carnal. Fucking, but yeah, they're still right there. It's a big ass lot. You seen that shit in the
Went
back?
there drunk.
Yeah.
One time Salsa Plug took me there drunk.
Oh, that's right.
Every time I'm with him, that's a good thing about is that I live out here in Paris, and this guy has always been, when I'm out there in LA, he has always said, hey, you need somewhere to stay, right here. That's why I'm here with Salsa Plug, guys. That's why I want to introduce you guys to my friend Nacho, because not only was he there for me multiple times, but I'm like, he has a good story. So you created a whole line of salsas here.
Yeah. So COVID, like we say, it either made you or it broke you. And to us, like I say, it woke a sleeping giant. Because for years, I was just sitting on the couch, drinking away, smoking away, not doing nothing with my life. And COVID just woke something up where it was like, you know what? Let's do something for ourselves. What could we do for ourselves as a family?
So you involved, this is a family
yeah, so it's
business.
a family business. Yes, it's all a family business. My daughter's out there, right? I mean, my 2 boys.
I met his daughter. She's like 16 years old, right?
Yeah, and she's a straight grinder. Much love to her. She's straight grinds. She sees it and
Congrats to her.
she sees it and she knows, this is what she wants. She's barely 16, like you said, and she goes to school. She has her part-time job, and she still does the salsas with us when we have events.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
And, I mean, it took us a lot to learn that, though. It took us a lot to learn that.
It took you a lot to learn that. So there was a struggle behind this?
So, well...
Tell me some of that. Tell me a little bit of struggle that it took you to invent the Salsa Plug.
So, it was... more not technically the struggle to build this, but just the life that you go through, that it takes years of understanding, of wrong turns, of doing bad things, of wrong decisions in your life, that you learn and you get to a point that you say like, why me? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
And instead of blaming everybody else, you blame yourself for your own mistakes. And you understand that,
Accountability.
yeah, it's because of you. Because you're fucking up, cabron. Because you ain't doing shit right. You're taking a quick fucking turn and doing chueco moves and shit. And like you said, take accountability for
So
yourself.
so out of all that adversity, and then you turned it into like, when was your aha moment that you just say, you know what, we need a, this is what I want to do? Like, what, when was that? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my wife because she's the one
Mrs.
that
Salsa
fucking
Plug?
pushes us. Because she's the one in the back, like, all right, let's do this. Because it was her deciding, you know what, we're going to do something else for ourselves. And she was on it, like, what could we do? What could we do, right? Yeah, she started making cakes, selling them at work. And I'm like, damn, like, my wife is moving. She's doing something. Like, what can I do to not just sit back and just let her grind?
So you felt like she was
Like,
leaving you in
dude,
the
she
dust.
was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute,
That's-
hold on.
Take notes, man, because there's a lot of women out there. We're Women Empowering Month today. That's why I have my pink pin.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been
yes,
wearing
sir.
my pink pin all month, bro. And I might not say nothing about it, but I respect the women, bro. I respect the women, and I wear it on the top of my head. And it's anyhow, shout out to Mrs. Salsa Plug.
Yeah, yeah. So
when your wife has a good idea, you have to listen to her, man. My girl has great ideas all the time. Half the things I do are all my girl.
yeah, and shout out to her because when I was at the bottom of the barrel, when I was nobody, not doing nothing, she seen what everybody else didn't see in me. Your own family. I've gotten it from my own family where they said, you ain't gonna be nothing. You're not gonna do nothing. Let's see if you're there later. You're gonna be in jail later. Well, look, here we
Real
are.
quick, let me just touch on that. How does it make you feel when somebody close to you stifles your dream or tells you to quit
Well, see, this is the thing,
or
though.
doesn't believe in you?
It's more of a doesn't believe in you because I was hearing this when I was like 15 or 16. We're not talking about an adult or nothing, but they see you as a youngster and a desmadroso, and most of my family, they're straight Mexicans, right? Old school, the old school fucking ways, traditions, you know. So if you divert from that, they see it as in you're wrong, you're doing something bad.
That's loco.
Yeah, estás loco, you know.
Ponte a
Este güey,
trabajar,
like,
güey.
yeah, like you
Right?
know?
Basically,
yeah.
that's what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, you know, like do your own shit, like ponte bien and shit. But you know what?
Ponte las pilas.
Like hell no, we're different. We're different. And if we're gonna do shit our way, that's the way it's gonna be. You know, like I said, I've gotten it from them. You know, back in those days.
So you already had like a entrepreneur mindset, like since you were a youngster, or when did that happen? That you switch from I don't want like there was something missing, because we all have that. If you're an entrepreneur, it's in your heart. Like, it's not just something you just wake up to and like, hey, I think I'm gonna sell cookies today. Nah, it's like you've been selling shit your whole life. Somewhere or one form or another, you just switch that, and you switch your focus into a brand.
Yeah, you legitimize. You legitimize.
Okay, let's talk about that.
So I was like 15 or 16, and I used to slang weed in school.
No. Here we go.
Right. So, yeah, you know, I was like 15 and 16, and I remember my parents.
After curb serving.
I remember my parents taking trips to Tijuana, and by that time I was already smoking. I was a smoker, you know, and they would go over there, visit the family, and I had my tios over there, and my tios were smokers, and I would chill with them, and I'm like, hey,
Kind of smokers.
weed smokers.
Okay,
you know?
I was just making sure. Because
Well, let's
like,
say
we in
at
the
the-
pookie yet, or the crack pipe, or
Yeah,
we in
no,
some
yeah,
Zengasca? Speaking of, what?
At that time, you know, fucking quién sabe and
Since
shit.
we're
But
talking about it.
I was first turning on to greenery and shit, you know, on weed and fucking. So I'm out there and shit in Tijuana, and You know, I tell my tío, hey, tío, I got $10. What can we do with it? He's like, oh, don't trip. I got you. We go out to the fucking taquero at the corner and shit, you know? And I'm like, all right, we need some tacos. What the fuck? He comes back with a sack. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no mames. Taqueros out there be serving. Sorry for taqueros that are, you know, I ain't trying to burn you guys and
So
shit, you know?
you see the vendor and you see something in like, because you're a vendor now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So at a young age, you seen a vendor and some it sparked something inside you.
You know what? My homie used to go. My homie, rest in peace. My compadre, rest in peace. He used to go to a lot of car shows back in the days. You know, and my compadre Ernie, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to that fool.
He used to do a lot of car shows. He would go out there. He had his bomb. He would take out his bomb, or an Impala that he had. And he's the one that introduced me to the car shows. He's like, "Come on, fool, let's go check it out." I started taking my kids when they were like this small, you know, this small. And you would see the vendors out there, and it's like, damn, like, how do they get here? Who do you call? What do you do? Like, I'm gonna do that one day. You know, I'm gonna do that. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna be selling, but I'm gonna be
So
selling something.
you knew early on there was something you need. You had a calling.
You feel it.
You just didn't
feel
know
it.
what, right?
Yes, you don't
we all
know.
feel it. You just
You
probably hit like 2 or 3 things and like this ain't it.
you have to hit strikes before you hit a home run. It's not the free. You ain't gonna. Not all of us, you know, are blessed and knock it out the park at the primera, but sometimes you have to take a few strikes before you get to first base, before second base.
I feel
you know what
that.
I mean? Like, yeah, and in life, I've taken losses. I've taken so many losses that now I understand. Like, it's all right. I've been through shit. Like, we've been through shit.
Not
And
only that, but if you might take a loss on something right now, but you can come back again to it when you're in a better position in life and like, let me tell you just a quick. I won't take much of your time. With Food News Network, before I started Food News Network, I started American Stepchild, and I did a whole art show. I promoted. I went all the way to Chicago with this shit, and it didn't catch. And I was like, back to the drawing board, and I created Food News Network, and that one caught. And now that I'm in a better position to be able to tell you foods about my other idea, American Stepchild, and here we are today on the American Stepchild podcast. So just because it didn't work out for you when you needed it to work out, start something else, build that, come back to your first idea, and then make them both. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
yeah. So even like with the salsas, right? With the salsas, my wife, like I said, my wife started making cakes, you know, and I'm like, oh shit! So she's trying to make some extra bucks for the family, for us, you know.
Of course.
And I'm like, I respected that. I so respected that, and I'm like, well, okay, what am I gonna do? What can I do? You know, what can I so I could put something into the house too? Like, no, mamas, I'm not gonna just let her grind, have her own side hustle, and you know me just sit back. Like, no, fuck no. Like, she motivated me. You know,
She's baking cakes.
yeah, so she's baking cakes. I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy me a tattoo machine." Right, my compadre, rest
That's
in peace.
right.
He did all my tattoos, and fucking. So I'm like, okay, well, he's not here no more. Who's gonna tap me up? I was like, myself. Fuck it, myself. I bought a tattoo machine, and I started learning how to tattoo. I'll show it to you in a bit. I got a few tattoos right here. Pero I was like desesperado, you know.
That didn't catch.
No, it didn't, cause I'm over here drinking a Monster, tattooing. And
Yeah, that takes a lot of dedication.
Yeah,
Tattoo's not that easy.
yeah, so I was like, oh shit. So from there, she starts making salsas. She's taking them to her job. Shout out to everybody at BJ's because they've been supporters since day one. Same as my Hale, right? But she took them to her job. She started selling them there. She's like, babe, why don't you take them to your job? And I was like, hell no. The homies are going to clown. While the same homies that bought a salsa turn back around and they're like, hey, fool, let me have another one. I was like, what the fuck? So one of the homies
The
at
salsa
work,
was hot. They wanted the salsa, homie.
dude, I was like, what, really? Like, and I was always the type of vato that's chilling in the back of the room, in the cut, in the dark, you know, like, don't fuck with me, like, just leave me alone. I'm smoked out or I'm drinking, you know, like, don't mess with me. Now you see me and I'm out there and I'm like, what's up? How you doing? Mucho gusto, buenos dias. Like, but
Like,
that's
you
how
got
it
the
is.
tira.
That's how it is, you know? I mean, you learn. you learn, and especially as a businessman, as a salesman, como quien dice now.
So you got all these salsas right here.
So we're gonna give you a breakdown, right?
A ver si es cierto.
We're gonna start with our no pasa nada. That's our green salsa. That's our mild salsa.
This is the green salsa. It's made of. What's it made of?
I'm gonna give you the
Yeah,
I mean, you could break it down. Obviously, it's green,
It's
so there's
made-
roasted tomatillos in here.
it's made with vegetables.
No. That smells so good. Can I try one?
Tomatillo based, as he said, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
of
mean,
course.
obviously, I could tell
Yeah.
this is roasted tomatillo, but obviously, you make your salsa your way. But
Yeah.
So this is a green roasted tomatillo salsa.
So it's green roasted tomatillos, and what I do like to push is our salsas are vegan. You look at a vato like me, and you're like, "What the fuck is he doing talking about vegan?"
the way.
Right? Exactly. Well, yeah. You know what?
is
Your
really
mom, your grandma, your tias, your back in the days family used to cook everything organic or vegan because there was never preservatives back in the days. They didn't put it in there. All your jefitas, everybody that cooked like that, no le echaban nada.
That tastes really, really good.
All it is vegetables. All it is vegetable. No preservatives, no additives, nothing.
Not like the stuff you buy in the store.
Nothing like the stuff you buy at the stores.
Organic.
Yeah. Well, not organic yet, right? Because organics is still another level for the verduras and shit,
Órale, so it's
Pero,
vegan.
yeah, but we could call it vegan, because a lot of people use that North sauce or whatever, or flavoring or whatever. Y ya eso ya le corta,
So it goes from this one.
So that one no pasa nada,
A ver,
right?
let's see.
Now we're gonna hit him with the algo leve. Our algo leve is a molcajete style salsa. The salsa you're gonna chill in your backyard and enjoy on a carne asada on a Sunday afternoon. Throw it on top of a taco or just eat it with some chips.
I love my job, homie.
Algo leve. Remember this. It's gonna replace
This
pace.
hot?
It's algo leve, fool.
Vamos a ver.
Think of the name. Algo leve is gonna replace pace at every supermarket out there.
That's good.
Right? See, pace le pone too much. Pace, I'm coming for you. Ponte trucha, eh? Salsa Plug is coming for you.
Texas. Remember that shit, Bobby G? You're a
Ahora,
good
cabrón.
salesman.
We
yeah.
learn, papa. We learn. Like I said, I used to be the vato in the back of the fucking room and shit, Now we out here. We gotta pitch it. Papa. See how they pop open still? Yeah, that's the noise you're looking for.
That looks red. That looks red. What
Ora
is this right
cabron.
here?
So he got a ora cabron, which is a tomatillo based salsa with chile de árbol. Right? The chile de árbol in itself.
We get a little bit or a lot.
Tu papa, how's your taste? How's your spice level?
I'll try this. This is safe enough.
You could get
The flavor is really good.
you could taste the
At the
roast
top,
in the chiles.
oh, and then the spice starts kicking in
You're like, ora cabron.
gradually. Wow, you could taste the flavors right away. Really good.
Yeah,
The heat
yeah.
doesn't come in till about a good 20 seconds later, bro. So it lets you
Yeah,
enjoy.
and it hits you with the heat, pero de ahí no pasa.
Okay,
De ahí no te va a pasar, so
I like that.
you could enjoy it, Yeah, well, obviously when you put more,
Yeah, take me out to dinner right before you. That's really good.
what we didn't bring was the karma. It's
that's another one you got?
yeah, because it was just these
What's this
three.
one?
That's our plug salsa. So our plug salsa is our infused salsa. It's what really makes us a plug out there. It's a salsa that's medically, or how would we do it? How would
Infused?
we infused?
Okay.
Right, right.
Yeah, salsa infused.
with herbs.
With broccoli, let's say,
Special
right?
Herbs and spices.
Yeah, that broccoli that everybody loves. We put it in a salsa.
What is it? An indica, sativa? What is it? Or is it a
Well,
hybrid?
see, this is the thing. When you eat edibles, we could say, right? When you eat edibles, if it's labeled hybrid, sativa, indica, it's none of them. It's none of them because edible is a body high. So te va a pegar like if it was an indica or You know that? Yeah, you eat enough of
That's
it. That's ten
good.
cuidado, cabrón, eh? Yeah.
I'll be like this.
Yeah.
Tell me more, Salsa Plug.
Yeah, yeah. So if you eat a lot of that shit, está cabrón, you know? Ahora cabrón. But yeah, so edible technically is more of a body high. So I mean, whether it says indica, sativa, lo que sea, like it's out the window.
So after after the hot and your tongue comes down, then you can just chill out and just
Yeah,
all
mellow,
high and kick it.
mellow. Yeah,
Mellow.
enjoy. If you're going to your tia's house and your
Mellow.
tio's house, and they don't like you smoking, take a salsa. Take a
Speaking of,
salsa. Give your tio, give your tia some
my girl
salsa.
loves Salsa Plug. She's like, you better not come home tonight with no Salsa Plug after doing this podcast. If not, you better drive to Montebello and get salsa or salsa.
Yeah, no, we got you guys. You already know.
Can you eat it with hot Cheetos?
Yeah, you could
Ah,
try the pork
Takis?
wings. Try pork wings. Yeah.
Dynamite?
So check it out. I tell kids, right? Because I have a lot of kids that come up to the puestecito and the little thing like entices them. You know,
Tell
the
me
little
about
monito.
that. Tell me about your vendor and your puestos, homie. How was that experience as a vendor in Los Angeles?
You know what? At first, it was like, oh man, what am I doing out here? But once you get the feeling for it, it's beautiful.
Your first time you were nervous?
Oh yes, the first. Let me tell you about my first.
Where was
time.
your first show
Today?
at?
Today was my first day in. We're cumpliendo 2 years today. My chick just got the memories or whatever in the
You
morning.
really started Salsa Plug 2 years ago?
2 years ago,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Give it man, applause from the fans and the
Thank you
supporters
guys.
out
Yeah.
here.
Thank to all the
YouTube yarda?
supporters. To all the supporters. I mean, you guys are the ones that made us. You know, as a vendor, you guys are the ones that make us. Thank you guys for always pulling up at our different events and supporting. Because yeah, if it wasn't for you guys coming out here and supporting, we wouldn't be out here.
You meet a lot of people at these vendors.
Yes,
shows.
we do. Yes, we do. We're blessed. We're meeting a lot of people. You know, as a vendor, you go into every different event and just a word of advice to other vendors. I mean, every event is different. You be ready.
I met you at a vendor show.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the first time we met?
Yeah. You
Where,
guys,
man?
you
What's
guys
your
were,
story?
you guys were walking by. It was Wilmington. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. They're walking by, and you know, I mean, you just see people, and it's like, oh, you know, come try the salsa.
You know that's the first show I ever went to.
Yeah.
When I made the decision, say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. Was that show? That wasn't the show to be.
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
It was just
The one that was coming up.
It was just that show happened to be that day, and I was like, they invited me, and I met you, I met Beeves, I met
Okay.
Influencera, Slick Vic,
Oh, They
Calaca
have
homies,
Yeah.
right? I met so many people that are influencers in this game. 323 Expressions. She's one of
Yeah.
our sponsors now. I met her that day.
Okay.
Little
Oh, so back
Blackie.
then?
I met him. I
he
found
was
out.
performing, huh? He was performing.
Yeah, he was doing the Black Superman remix. What's it called? Anyhow, yeah, Above the Law. But yeah, I met you that day. That's how you.
Yeah,
That's how you got famous.
Yeah, and I mean, every event that we do, we meet a lot of people, a lot of different people, you know. So yeah, well, shout out to everybody that's out there, and even as a vendor, you meet a lot of different vendors. You know, to everybody that's out there vending, you don't stop. You don't stop. If you have one bad day as a vendor, don't worry. You're going to bounce back. Trust me, I've had them. And it's all right. It's all right, you know?
You bounce back.
Yeah, you
Don't
don't
give up on your
don't
dream.
get discouraged. Don't get discouraged,
Has
you
anybody
know?
ever told you to not to do something else?
Yeah, you know, they told me to do tacos. But if I do that, I'm gonna lose my focus of the salsas. Yeah. And what I want with these salsas is I'm gonna put them in the stores.
So don't you need like nutrition value?
Yeah. See, and this is the thing. If you're gonna be a vendor, or if you have a good item that you want to put out there, do your work. Climb the ladder little by little. I mean, that's what I always say. That's how I do my stuff. You know, like I try to climb the ladder. I ain't trying to take an escalator. I'm not trying to take an elevator. I'm going through the escalera little by little. I've had the blessing. I've had 2 big corporations come at me. And
Serio?
yeah.
wanted the recipe?
Gracias a Dios. No, they wanted to put it in the stores.
And what happened? What stopped you? You weren't ready.
One, I'm not ready. I still have a few
Keep it
stuff.
real.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Let's not sit here and say, "Oh wow, they didn't give me no money." Now fuck that. You
No,
already.
yeah, no, I'm not. That's one thing I talk about with the wifey a lot. Like, are you ready? Are you ready to make salsa all the time? Are you ready to,
Are we ready?
Well, yeah, technically, and yeah, I mean, one, I wasn't ready, and then the other one is, well, they want to have their name, like front, and I'm gonna just sit in the back, and I don't want that. I want to like,
You want Granny Goose?
yeah,
Granny Goose salsa.
the whole thing, si no para qué. I mean, you look at it and
Basically, they want your recipe.
yeah, in a way,
Your recipe. They want to slap their label on it, and
Yeah.
you guys both get a check.
Yeah. And I mean, the way I'm doing it, I'm gonna grow little by little, but fill up the bank account poquito, and as I could pay for my stuff and do my stuff, that's how I'm gonna do it, because that's the way they wanted to do it. That's the way Diosito wanted me to do
That's
it.
what they call grassroots right there. I love that. I love that story because many of us are grassroots. This is a grassroots podcast.
It's organic. It grows organically.
Vegan. Bobby G.
He's gonna have that word in him for now
You
on.
know,
Vegan.
vegan, they'll be like, "What do you mean?" I mean, sitting there eating some ribs,
Some salsa food.
Salsa Plug. This is a vegan show right here. Homie.
Yeah. Well, I know how from now on everybody's gonna be like, "That's it, fool. You're gonna have to go vegan." I'm gonna have to go vegan. Ta cabrón. No shit.
Well, I see your vision, right? I see your vision. I mean, it's right here. How can I not? And if you don't see it from Nacho, the struggle has been the same for you. We've all been through drug abuse.
It's everybody has.
We've all been through
yeah.
gang violence. We've all been through county jail system. We've all been through this. We've all been through that. It's a story of all this time. We can all sit here and just fucking cry about it and sit there and blame everybody else for why we got to where we got. Or we can get up, like Nacho said, and say, let's build something.
Yeah, it's what can we do now? It's what have you learned from what you've been through, and how are you gonna go about it from now on? Because we ain't getting no younger.
Have you met any celebrities? Like, at least B-list.
No,
I'm
like I said, I met a bunch of people.
Who has people, huh?
Yes. I mean,
Celebrities,
respects,
non-celebrities?
yes, to everybody, and everybody out there is willing to show you something that you didn't learn. Everybody's, especially like how you say, dog, like, hey, I see your vision, like sometimes we need people like you to tell us, because we don't see it in ourselves. Like, we see it, we know what we're doing, pero some like I was at an event the other day, and I'm chilling and I'm talking with Frenchies, right? Shout out to Frenchies. And
Frenchies.
he was like, I was talking about something about, when I get big and this and that, And he's like, fool, you're big already. He's like, you're doing it already. Dude.
That's what I tell them. Fool, you're already big. Everybody knows. If you're from Los Angeles, and I don't know if you fools from San Diego, Orange County, the 805, but if you fools want to tap in with my homie Salsa Plug, this dude right here, homie, everybody from LA knows him.
See, and I don't see that shit, or I don't think,
Well, you're fucking right there.
Yeah,
you pass
yeah,
by,
yeah.
and then you're giving out. He gives out a lot. You give out a lot of chips and salsa.
Oh yeah. I mean, we gotta show love where love is, at. And that's one thing, because I remember being a small little kid and going to the. I was in the orchestra, right, in intermediate. I used to play the bass. The big ass fucking, shit. I wish I would have still kept that shit. I would have been sick on that shit right now, probably,
Boom, 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 boom,
So I remember we had to perform at the LA County Fair.
Shout out to Pomona.
We went out there. I'm a little
hometown.
kid, like 13, 14, right? And
You were performing at the fair?
yeah.
That's like
With
my
the
dream
school.
come true.
With the school, the school.
Yeah, but
they
still,
performed.
that's good.
Yeah, and but my parents are, like I said, straight raza and shit, straight from Mexico, and it's like, hey, can I have some money to go to the fair? I need to eat, whoop de whoop, I think they gave me like $2-3.
You needed more than that.
Yeah, no, serious shit,
What did you need? To
Well,
to spend, to eat?
to eat. I was,
Man,
you know, I had
$3,
a, I had a drink off the water fountain, you know, that's my drink and shit. And then when they were giving away free samples, so there's like free samples of juguitos. I'm like, hey, give me like 2 or 3, you know, like fuck it, you know. So I had the homies that went. Shout out to them, you know. And
but you weren't even tripping, right? Because you were already used to it.
yeah. I would go to school and it's like a quarter or 50 cents, you know, and it's like, what
Did
can
you,
do
you
with
would
that,
stretch it?
Well, no, I mean, I
How
was.
can you stretch a quarter?
You don't.
I remember those days. My mama used to fucking give me like $1.50.
Yeah,
for
well,
lunch.
see, this is where we go bad, because we start making bad choices because we don't have money in our pockets, and we start doing this and we start doing that, and you know,
Did you see all the
get in
other
trouble
kids
and
like living good and you wanted to be like them?
yes and no, and that's what I'm saying. Shout out to the homie because, you know, that it was like a group of us and shit, and they all pulled up and bought themselves corn dogs and fucking sodas and shit like that, and I'm like, fuck, like.
That's all.
Like, dude, you know, like I didn't have no fucking money to buy shit like that, you know. The homies like, hey fool, hold on, let me buy you a corn dog. Like I got you, fool, you know. At the fair, dog, you know that's what it is, you know. So
I know. And
yeah,
and when you ain't got it like that, it
you
fucking
know,
sucks.
yeah, you know. So,
I know.
so I mean, yeah, I was a youngster, you know. I'm never fucking parents, you know. Always tied with the feria and shit. Never had money, you know. And that's why I say like those days now you learn.
I could have sworn I seen your salsa on the movie Flaming Hot.
Oh,
Am I tripping?
well,
Excuse me, because I don't know if it's your salsa or the smoke, but man,
it's
I got some kick.
Yeah. So the jars were the same, right? Well, let's clear the air, ¿verdad? Because yeah, I've gotten that question a lot, especially because I put up the video like that, you know. So at that, what I was doing is manifesting it, because you see it right there, and it's like my shit's just gonna go big. My shit's just gonna go big, and that's one thing, you know. You manifest the shit out of yourself.
You feel it?
Yeah, you have
See
to.
it?
You set your goals. You set your goals, and you have to go out there, and whether it takes a day, a week, 2 weeks, a month, knock it out. But make sure you don't lose
can't
focus
stop.
of it. Make sure you don't lose. That's what it is. It's addicting, homie. Ten cuidado,
I
eh.
can't stop eating it.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, I mean, you see it, and we're gonna go get it.
You're getting it.
The other day,
You're here.
we went to Walmart, right? And I'm walking down the aisle, and I see a ketchup bottle, and on the ketchup bottle was the dude from Tapatio, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, what the fuck?
Breaking news.
So yeah, this vato has a spicy ketchup.
Tapatio spicy ketchup.
Yes, yeah.
The merge Heinz.
And I was like, yes, something like that. And I'm like, all right. Well, shit, if you could do it, I could do it. I said, Tapatio, I'm coming for you.
Sick ass food. That's a bold statement, homie.
We have to. If we're gonna go for somebody, we're gonna go for somebody that's big. We ain't gonna stay down here where we're at. Or
So
else
you're
we're gonna-
targeting the Tapatio, man?
Well, yeah. Hey, Fluffy, Fluffy. I'm gonna see you on my bottles pretty soon, Fluffy. Pónganse trucha, eh?
Fluffy too?
Fluffy's on the bottle, dog. Have you seen him?
Not really.
Oh, you gotta. He has his own.
I know
like,
who Fluffy is,
He has
but-
like a limited edition with the Batillo, a collab, dog.
Wow,
Yeah.
this fool's calling out
Hey,
names.
We're gonna go big. You know.
Anybody else you coming for?
Pace. Ponte trucha, pace. Shit. Algo leve.
Shots fired. Do we got a shots fired to
Try
face,
that. Try the algo leve. Try the algo leve.
A ver.
Right.
Shots fired.
Algo leve.
The little cowboy. Better Russell. Which one? Like what?
That one. Yeah. Algo leve is gonna replace pace. I'm telling you. We're gonna manifest that right now.
This is my favorite, but it's not spicy.
No.
It's really good.
Yep.
I like that one, but that one will probably hurt me at night.
That one on top of some huevitos in the morning.
Yeah, don't eat too much. No tan marrañez, güey, just because it tastes good.
No, and
it
then
does taste delicious.
We got that karma too, right? We got the karma that's even spicier than
The
this.
black label.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lucha.
And then in the bag, I got the new item that we're gonna pull out on Wednesday.
What if somebody came and told you we're ready today, homie? You ready for mass production?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not.
Still
But
building.
if you take the time and teach me, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
Business side of it.
Yeah, yeah, everything legitimate, because that's what I want at the end of the day. I mean, if we're gonna do something, let's do it all the way. Like I said, 2 years. We're 2 years into
I
this.
think you need a big ass kitchen.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
need.
a commercial kitchen.
That's what I would say. Well, what's the start? The commercial kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need to get it in a spot where they have a big kitchen. You can make big pots and just
And then
start shipping it out.
yeah, see, and then my wife like to cook tiene mano like for everything, and my daughter too. So now it's like opening bigger stuff, and it's like, well, maybe a restaurant later down the line.
Wow, the Salsa Plug Ariaki hibachi.
Something, but you know, I mean, my
Salsa Plug hibachi. I can see this fool. Salsa Plug hibachi.
well, my girl, she has mano. You see, my girl, she look like a güerita, but she gets down on like all Mexican cuisines, and I mean, these recipes are old school recipes. The new item that we're dropping,
This is really good stuff, bro.
the item that we're dropping, we were working with a chef that's been in the kitchen for over 60 years.
Have you even said it yet?
What it is? No,
Yeah.
no.
Is that what you told me?
Maybe,
I think
maybe
so.
not.
Yeah, he came up to me one day. He gave me breaking news. He goes, "Don't say nothing."
Okay, well, I have it right there.
God, you made it.
Yeah, I have it right there.
I'll tell you if I'm right.
No, don't say it. You
not?
can't say it. All right, yeah. But yeah,
I like this one. I like this flavor the best.
yeah. It's cause see
The fucking haha.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
the chiles that we use for this. Even the vegetables. Shout out to No Limit. They are my produce company. I get all my vegetables from them. So I get vegetables
local.
local, and I get vegetables before they hit the stores. So I don't go to the stores. When I did see this, and this is a thing, right? We learn. We started just at pop-ups doing events. We're getting our vegetables at the market, making a few salsas. Shout out to Armando from No Limit, because he reached out to me and through Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, bro, like, why don't you get your vegetables right here with me?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, we're a produce company. We run our own produce, like when you go downtown, like that. Like he has his own produce company. And I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Yeah, bro, I go, "Look, bro, to be honest with you, I can't get a whole paleta de tomatillos or a whole paleta de tomatoes,
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't worry." He's like, "If you want it by the pound, I'll sell it to you by the pound. You want a crate, I'll sell you the crates,
We're doing big things, homie.
I went over there. I'm like, all right, let's go, let's check it out. And we set up an appointment. I think I took off right there. I went over there and he gave me a whole walkthrough through his warehouse. I felt like when people go to my job and they're walking around and shit, I'm like, all suited up. That's how I felt and shit. I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck, like, dude. But yeah, shout out to them, because that's how you get those fresh vegetables, all the fresh produce that we get, because of them. And that's how we could give that quality, flavor, and taste to all our customers.
Did I eat all that?
That's all you, Papa. That's all you.
Damn, I'm gonna pay for that shit later.
Nah.
Wow, it wasn't even real. Look, did you see that, Bobby J?
And that's what happens. That's what happens. If,
I just be sitting here chopping away.
that's what it is. If you ain't got these salsas at your next barbecue, your barbecue is not a barbecue.
These are really good. How can they order these from you?
So you find us on Instagram, right? _salsa_plug. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on TikTok. Hit us up at our Gmail. We've been trying to for like the last year, because I've gotten orders or people hitting me up from Texas, from Oklahoma to ship. No, I don't ship because it's heavy. The bottle is heavy. So to ship it, like, we got to keep them cold. It has to be overnight. I think it'll be too. I think it's gonna be too expensive. The cost, yeah. And I don't want to drop the cost on myself, and I don't want to drop that cost to the shipping on the customer. So for now, like, I don't ship. You know, now I ain't trying to be rude or nothing like that, but it's just I think it's gonna be more on the cost of shipping than on the salsas. But yeah, I've
That's
gotten
how you
orders.
pay the shipping.
Wow, I mean,
You send it.
maybe yeah.
You tag the shipping. I'm sure people all over Texas,
Yeah, I've gotten from Texas,
Arizona would love to taste it.
New York. I had a lady take it all the way to New York the other time. Washington, hit us up from Washington. But yeah, gracias a Dios, we were blessed, and they've been getting everywhere. They've been getting everywhere. We've gotten so many repeat customers. Shout out to all our repeat customers. You guys already know who you are. Thank you guys very much because I mean, like I said, this is all because of you guys.
My
We
girl loves
we
their
keep
salsa,
we
by the way.
keep pushing this because of everybody, you know? I mean, there's been times where it's like, oh, you just want to cross your hands, but no. You don't. You get through that little hump, you know, and you keep pushing. And then that next day is like,
How's
wait,
business today?
today's good. Today was a beautiful day.
Yeah. Is
Today's
business
been a
today good?
beautiful day. Yeah. We woke up first of all, so we're blessed, right? And then we had a beautiful drive in the morning. You know, at the end it got a little bumpy when you hit the 215. Pero, you know, I mean, it's all right. Now I expect it. But I mean, we're here at American Stepchild. Shout out to my boy Flyboy. Shout out to Bobby over there in the
Bobby
back.
G and the
Bobby
ones and
G.
twos,
Shout
homie.
out to him, you know. Much love and respect. We got our salsas on showcase, you know.
I feel happy to be able to have you here because like I see you seen me when I was stomped out. You were there.
Yeah.
So I have gratitude towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was getting beat up, I know I have video, and I know that you jumped on top of me to help me. He was waiting. So picture this, guys. It was Halloween party.
Halloween party.
You were just like the nun.
Yeah. Like the nun from the movie.
Yeah. Everybody.
Scary nun.
Yeah, the scary nun, but it was I had that costume because fucking there was like a viral video and shit where it's a nun and she's spinning on a fucking like a Ferris wheel or whatever
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
And she's just dancing in the middle
yeah,
and shit,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, I seen that.
That one. So we did it we were fucking dancing over there inside and shit, and we did that shit. We did that shit. It was funny.
So you said I'm gonna be the nun for the
Yeah.
Halloween party. Dude, that was a crazy sight. But anyhow, it's just crazy. It's just crazy for me because that night that happened, I woke up in your house. And we ended up in your house.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened?
Well, I mean, bro, if you're going or coming with me, I mean, you're my boy. I got you, you know? That's
Took
what it
me
is,
there.
you know? Yeah, you know?
Fucking laid me down, rested me up. In the morning, I woke. I couldn't move, huh? Remember?
Since the night you probably couldn't move. You were already when we had to carry you up there. We had to carry you up there and shit, you know, and yeah, you were hurting. I mean, straight out, you were hurting.
How
You
many
know?
fools you think?
Well, I don't know. It was
jumped
a
on
few.
me?
Fool, it was a few.
Serio, like a
Like it was like the video. It was like the video of the
Like
monja and
8?
shit. Like nah, more than 8.
10,
More than 8, probably more than 10, you know? I don't know. Fucking over 10 and shit.
like 12, 13.
Some
15?
nah. Let's go in the range in like 10, 20, you know? Something like that.
That many dudes.
But I mean, yeah. It was a crazy night.
So
and shit.
I woke up and I got stomped out, and I woke up in this fool's living room, and like I couldn't. And in the morning, my arms were like this. My whole body was like. Well, I looked like I was buff. Serio. And then I looked like I had breasts. My chest was so like swollen that I literally had like a B cup, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I never had ballooned up like that ever. How you remember?
Yeah,
I couldn't even walk down. He lives upstairs.
Oh shit, yeah, yo. Yeah, I woke up and fucking you're sitting down and like, where's my boy? You're like, he wanna go get my car, fool. I was like, no mames, that fool don't know how to drive.
Fucking crazy night. Anyhow, thank you for that.
Nah, dude.
Thank you
all
for that,
love,
Salsa
fool, all
Plug.
love, you know? And I mean
And that's why we're here, homie. This vato right here has shown me. Wow, man, you're good. You're stand up. You're stand up. You're stand up guy, homie. And so we're gonna sit here and tell the world about your vision. Salsa Plug. I believe in it. I taste it.
He
It's
can't
delicious.
stop. He can't stop tasting
My
it.
stomach's gonna bust up tonight. I gotta go eat some other food other than just salsa because
Throw it on top of your tacos, fool.
yeah, unfortunately we have none here at the at the American Style Studio. All we got is salsa for today.
For
chicharrones.
today, yeah.
But thank you so much, homie. What's next for Salsa Plug?
We got a lot of stuff coming. Like I said, I mean, I'm learning more on the business side. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna like go straight legit. But since we still have our 9 to 5, it's like a wait, like
You're just waiting for that moment where you could just ditch the jale.
Yeah, where
and
you flip
focus
the
on
page,
this. That's the dream.
Yeah,
And it's a scary leap
It
to go
is.
from one into the other because obviously you got bills.
Yeah, it
You
is.
got your mortgage. You got this. You got that. You got all these things going on. And it's just like how do you go from a 9 to 5 into full on?
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, we're like borderline gonna flip the page,
I believe in you. I think you can do it.
But yeah. I mean,
The proof is in the pudding, homie. And that's I'm sitting here looking. I can keep going. I don't know. Personal
no,
opinion.
keep going, fool.
Personal opinion, dog. I don't think they're ready. Honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it takes a few strikes to hit a home run, or to get on base. But I think with these salsas, we're gonna take them to the top, and that's why I don't stop. I've always growing up, I've been the shy dude or chilling in the back or nobody fuck with me kind of shit. But with
great.
this, I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there, and you're gonna see me at an event near you. If you see an event near me or where I'm around, pull up, come try out our salsas, come get at us right now, cause like I said, we're gonna grow.
Congratulations on all your success, homie.
Thank you.
Here at American Stepchild, Food News Network, and Street Pulse Podcast. Wish you many, many more blessings. You and your family. Your product is delicious. Man, I don't know what to say other than like I said, right here, Salsa Plug, locally owned brown business right here in Montebello. So you guys can find him at the Salsa Plug
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Check us out.
Shout out to our sponsors, Killer Kush, Bobby G. We got Hate Art Extracts, 323 Expressions, Vinyl Bandits. We got Hookers Detailing, AP Construction. If I let you out, spend some of the tira, homie, Killer Kush all day. You guys already know, homie Q or Bobby G. What's up?
Órale, vato, what's happening?